How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another melting pot video. Alright, we're going to add 1 cup of chopped onion here. Give it a little quick stir to sweat it out. We're going to add 1 pound of cubed chuck. Give that a quick little stir to brown it out. And we're going to do 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour. Create a little roux. Give that another stir. You want to cook out the flour so it doesn't taste floury. Add a little bit of mushrooms. I think that was about 1 cup of mushrooms. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of the beef bouillon. I did better than beef bouillon here. Stir that all in. And then 1.5 cups of your favorite red wine, or some leftover red wine works that you didn't like. We're going to add some water to thin it out, create a little bit of a gravy. Give it a stir. You want this to be pretty thick, but you don't want it to be a thin gravy at all. Now we're going to add our carrot and cook this for about a good 10 to 20 minutes before you add the next thing. I forgot to film adding the potatoes, but basically I added about a cup of potatoes in there too. We're going to cook that for another 10, maybe 15 minutes. And we're going to add a little bit of corn, 1 cup of corn. Let's give that a stir, and then that's pretty much it for the filling. Pretty easy. I added a little bit of thyme in the end just to give a little bit of herb flavor in there. So yeah, grab the sprig from my aquaponic system. Stir that all in, and then I believe we're going to start rolling out the dough. Yeah, sorry, eventually I'll get a system where my camera's not on the table, so it's not so shaky when I do stuff like this. But yep, the bottom dough is rolled out, so now we're going to gently put that in the pan. You want to push out any kind of air pockets that are in there carefully so you don't rip your dough. And then basically from this point on, I just cut off the excess, and I'm going to lay the excess over the parts that need it just to kind of give it a little bit of a better chance to seal in the end around the edges. Now simply add back in that cooled filling. So you want the filling to cool for an hour, a little bit more than that. Pour it back into the pie shell. And then what I did on this one for my top crust is I did a little wicker. So I cut it all up, laid it all out, put my pan back in the middle, and then started doing my wickering. You want to do it just like you would do a wicker basket, over and under. Again, I'm not very good at this kind of stuff. I don't really have stuff that comes out really pretty when I make it, but I like it. It serves its function. So I lined off the corners with the extra crust and sealed it all up and cooked it at 350. So baked it at 350 for 45 minutes. Now we're cutting into it. Yeah, not the cleanest cut. The first piece is always the hardest one to get out, but tasted delicious. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe.